Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome back to Foundations of Shorthand, and we are now in our week 2. So for this video, for this video discussion, we're going to discuss about how to manage your steno book or your steno notebook, and of course, the concept of what we call sa steno is yung basic rule na write what you hear. So before we move on, please have with you your modules. And ayan, para nang sa ganon, may guide kayo sa ating magiging discussion in this video. And of course, have with you as well your notebook and your pencils, or maybe just your ball pen sa likod na lang ng tawag dito, ng inyong module ninyo isusulat yung mga iti-take note ninyo. Okay, so ayan, let's move on. Bakit ayaw mag-move on? Oh, I'm sorry. So, nagtataka siguro kayo kung bakit ako nakikita yung aking face. So first and foremost, kung bakit, it's because we're going to talk about how to manage a notebook or yung inyong steno pad. And of course, I need to show you how to use it properly or efficiently, the way I was taught how to use it when I was a student. So, sabi dito sa inyong module, efficient use of steno pad. So, ano ba yung itsura ng tinatawag natin na steno pad? So, this is, nakikita ba? So, this is our steno pad. Kita po? And then, pag binuksan mo ang isang steno pad, ito ang magiging itsura niyan. Ayan, meron siyang, ito para malinis, meron siyang dalawang column, the left and the right. So, this is our steno pad. Okay? So, bakit ganito yung itsura ng steno pad? Bakit ganito yung itsura ng steno pad? So, here's the deal. Here's why. Kapag ka nagsusulat ka, and dinire-diretso mo yung pagsusulat mo hanggang doon, the time you consume to go back to the first line or dun sa first side kung saan ka ulit susulat, medyo mahaba. Di ba nga, kaya nga tayo nag-i-steno kasi nga we want to be able to write faster. So, yun yung isang nakita ni Greg or ng mga previous siguro, mga nauna na nag-steno, na mas mabilis ka, nababawasan yung time na nako-consume mo in writing kung short lang yung distance ng pagbalik mo dun sa first ulit na part kung saan ka magsusulat. So, let's say for example, tignan ko lang kung may ballpen ako, pero wala yata akong nadalang ballpen. Ano ba yan? Okay, so, anyway, since wala akong ballpen, sorry po, kamay na lang. Ayan, di ba? Pagka pumunta ka dito, choing, tapos you're gonna lift your ballpen and go back to this next line. Tama? And then, sulat ulit dyan, tapos balik ulit dito. So, yung trinavel nung kamay mo from here, at this end point here, to the first part here, may siguro mga 2 seconds na yon. So, masyado na siyang mahaba para dun sa mga stenographers or gumagamit ng mga stenography. So, mahaba na yon. Kaya nila siya dinivide into 2 columns para dito ka muna hanggang dun sa line, and then baba ka ulit, and then baba ka ulit, and then baba, ganyan. Ganyan na yung magiging series ng pagsusulat. So, pagkatapos mo dito, pag nandito ka na sa baba, dun ka na ulit sa kabila magsusulat. You see? So, ganyan na. Ganyan na yung pagsusulat mo. So, you have to fill up first this column here on the right, and then you fill up the next column on the left. So, this is what you call a steno pad. So, sabi dito sa notebook management, use a 2-column steno pad. This type of pad is the best for writing shorthand. And I already explained why. Use 1 column at a time. As I've said, use 1 column at a time in order to minimize wasted return writing motion. And yun yung sinasabi ko, yung return writing motion is when you end at the end part of the notebook and then you're going to go back on the first part on the next line. Yun yung sinasabi natin na return writing motion. You should write your shorthand notes in 1 column at a time. So you have to use this one first before you move here. So use one side of a paper In order to avoid wasting time turning pages, you should write on one side of the page only. When you reach the end of the notebook, turn it around and proceed to write on the back at all pages. I'm sorry. So, ang sinasabi nito sa inyong steno churvanes, no, yung paggamit ng stenopad, one page or one face at a time lang yung pagsulat. So, for example, let's say, napuno mo na to, right? Sumulat ka dito, and then napuno mo na. You turn the page, return it to next page. Paano ba yan? Turn it to next page, ganyan. Never mind. Huwag mo na siyang itak sa likod. Tapos, dito ka na lang magsusulat ulit. Huwag kang magsulat sa likod. Huwag mo siyang i-flip. Huwag mong i-flip yung stenopad. Sa next page ka na ulit magsulat. So, ayan. Tapos, ganun din sa susunod. Dito ka lang din magsusulat. Ganun din sa susunod. Dito ka lang. And then, if you're done using all, for example, ito yung end ng inyong notebook. Let's say, ito na yung end ng inyong notebook. This is the last page, right? So, this is already the last page. Let's say this is the last page. And then, napuno mo na siya. Okay? Napuno mo na yung last page. Now, what you're gonna do is, you flip it. Ayan. Ito yung last page na. I-flip mo siyang ganyan. And then, diba, oh, dito ka nagsulat. And then, flip natin na ganyan. Sa baliktad na. So, dito ka na magsusulat dun sa back part na lahat. So, pag flip mong ganyan, may sulat na dito. May sulat na dito. So, dito, walang sulat. Pero dun sa kabila, meron. Nakukuha po ba ninyo? So, ang ibig sabihin is, let's say, this is your right side. And this is your back side. O, sige, ulit. Front side and your back side dito sa likod, right? So what it says, what your module is trying to say is that you have to write on the right side first. All of the right sides. Tapusin mong sulatan lahat ng right sides, dito lahat sa right side. And then when you reach the last page of your right side, flip it back. And then, use the back side naman. Palikod naman ngayon. So, parang pabaliktad naman ngayon. So, kung ang harap mo is this one, when you started, this one, and then you already finished until here, until sa last page, what you do next is you flip the notebook, making it this, your front. And then, you write dito na sa back portion nung mga sinulatan mo na first na sinulatan mo ng steno. Okay, so nakuha po ba ninyo? If ever na hindi ninyo naintindihan kung ano man yung mga pinagsasabi ko, explain ko dito, hindi ninyo naintindihan kasi parang ako din hindi ko siya masyadong naintindihan. hindi ko siya ma-express ng maigi. Pero anyway, if you were not able to understand any of those that I said, you can just PM me, no? Tawagan ko kayo, mag-video chat tayo, mag-video call tayo para nang sa ganun, ma-explain ko pa ulit. Oh my gosh! Kasi hindi tayo maaring mag-extend ng masyadong mahaba dito sa ating video. Okay? So, ang sabi, next, on the fourth one, date the note. Each day you use your stenopad, write the current date first. Okay, so, ma'am, paano po magsulat ng current date? Here. Meron kayong current date doon. But, just in case that you're not able to use all, I suggest na you write here. In this part. And then, kung dito kayo nag-end, then you write there. Okay, nakita ba ninyo? You write here. Or, kapag ka dito kayo nag-end, you write on this side. And then, kapag ka dito naman kayo nag-end, you write on that side. Or dito kayo mag-i-start, dito nyo isusulat yung date. So, you have to write the date. Always write the date whenever you write your steno. Every time you use your stenopad in writing shorthand or steno, you write the date. Okay? So, next, separate your notes. Draw a line across the column to clearly indicate the separation between the letters or other notes. So, hindi naman natin kailangan yon. Next, maintain good posture. You will have greatest writing speed when your arms are fully supported by the writing surface. Use your free hand to steady the notebook. Have your steno pad open flat. When turning the pages, do not waste time tucking the used page underneath your pad. Okay, so tignan ninyo kung makikita ninyo. So, when you're gonna write or when you're going to use your steno pad, here is how you should use it. Open. Huwag nyo siyang tinatak na sa likod. So, open. So, yung in-explain ko kanina, then you're going to write here. Pagka napuno, flip mo lang siyang ganyan. Write again. And then, pag napuno, flip mo lang ulit, write again. Nakikita ba? Okay, so, dito ulit, sulat, napuno. Yan. So, hindi mo na siya tinatak kasi you're gonna waste or you're gonna consume time tacking it on the back. So, you have to just leave it open na ganyan. Para kapag ka nag-flip ka, diretso lang. O, sulat ulit. Flip, sulat ulit. You see, hindi mo susulatan ang part na ito. Dun sa part na flip mo or sa likod ng pinagsusulatan mo, hindi mo muna siya susulatan until such time na last page ka na, nasa last page ka na. So, kapag ka nasa last page ka na, that's the only time you're going to flip it. Now, baliktarin mo naman. So, dun ka na magsusulat. This part here already has notes on it. So, dito ka na ulit magsusulat. Flip mo lang ulit na ganyan. Tapos, sulat ulit dito. Okay? So, nakuha po ninyo. Huwag nyo siyang tinatak. So, this is just a management or ina-explain lang how to manage or how to write efficiently when using a steno pad. And then, ang sabi pa dyan, your hand must be, ang tawag dito, parang naka-rest siya dun sa writing area. So, if this is the table, can you see the table that I am in? So, if this is your table, dapat yung kamay mo buong-buong nandyan. And then, yung free hand kung saan hindi mo ginagamit to write should support the notebook nang sa ganon hindi gagalaw yung notebook however fast you write. Okay? So, ganyan. Ganyan yung ibig sabihin nung, alam nyo na. Next. So, next, select the right pen. You should select your writing instrument with a care. Pencils should definitely be avoided. The ideal pen allows the ink to flow freely. It writes a relatively fine line with a minimum of friction on the paper. The ink should be dark enough to be clearly legible or readable, I think. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nito? Kailangan yung pencil ninyo yung ballpen ninyo 0.5. Di ba may ganun, may mga point dun sa mga ballpen. So, ang hanapin ninyo is yung pinaka manipis yung thinness ang sulat. Tapos yung siya, dire-diretso siya. 'Di ba yung may mga ballpen kasi na pag nahulog, hindi na gumagana. So kapag yung ballpen mo nahulog at hindi na siya masyadong continuous yung ink sa pagsusulat, meron na siyang gap-gap, hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin 'yon sa shorthand writing kasi maaring yung pag-transcribe or yung yung pag-transcribe mo from shorthand to longhand magiging tawag dito, magiging mali-mali kasi meron spaces dun baka mamaya wrong yung pagiging interpretation mo nung nasulat mo. Kaya dapat before writing you must check that your ballpen has a continuous ink. Yung hindi siya yung continuous ink, naiintindihan naman siguro natin yung continuous ink. Now, pencil is not allowed. Bakit siya hindi allowed? Kasi nga hindi siya masyadong readable. Napakadali pa niyang ma-erase. But, in our case, since we are still beginning, and syempre kapag beginner ka pa lang, there are instances na kailangan mong ulitin yung stroke mo, kailangan mong ayusin yung stroke mo, kailangan mong palitan yung stroke mo kasi mali pala yung naisulat mo, di ba? May mga instances na ganon. So, for the first first 3 weeks, no. I think it's until the 5th week. So, for the prelims, I will allow you to use pencil. But, on the exams, Hindi na pwede ang pencil sa exams, ha? Ballpen ang gagamitin sa exams. Now, since we have already discussed and I've already shown you yung notebook na kakailanganin ninyo in this subject, I am requiring everyone to please secure your own stenopads. Bakit, ma'am? Bakit po? Because I'm going to require you as well to write down whatever I write in every video discussion that we're going to do. Malinaw po ba? So, ang ibig sabihin po nito, kung ano man yung mga nasa modules po ninyo na words doon, at kung ano man yung mga strokes na nandun, isusulat po ninyo sa inyong stenopad. Nakuha po? Isusulat po sa inyong stenopad, and each time that you're going to submit your requirements, you also have to carry with you your stenopad. Naiintindihan po ba? Kasi i-check ko kung anong week yung nagawa na ninyo. I-check ko kung tama ba yung mga pinagsusulat ninyo sa inyong stenopad. Anyway, very instructional yung mga magiging materials natin, mga videos natin for instructing how to do, how to write. Madali lang siyang sundan. So, all you have to do is just to copy how I write it, and then you write it here. Pero, mind you, baka kasi, So, ang gagawin natin, for example, these are the words here, and this will be your transcription here. So, ito yung mga words, and then ito yung mga steno equivalent niya. Ganun ang gagawin ninyo. And then, another set of words, and then yung kanyang equivalent. And also, yung date. So, let's say, date mo. Lagay mo date mo, and anong week. Anong week or anong module. Week ng module, nakalagay doon. So, date, nung kailan mo siya ginawa, and of course, yung week ng module. Okay, malinaw po ba? So, ang gagawin ninyo, here is the, you write here yung mga words na itra-transcribe natin. In every video, may sets of words kasi tayo na itra-transcribe. So, write it all here, and then, dito sa kabila naman yung magiging transcription. Yung steno equivalent. Okay? And then, dito naman, another set of words here, and then yung steno equivalent. So, malinaw po. And then, sa next page, ganun din ang gagawin ninyo. Words, steno equivalent, words, steno equivalent. So, as we have discussed here, you have to fill this up first, this first column here, before you move to the second column. Okay po? So, ayan. I believe we also have distant learners enrolled in this subject, in this subject. So, ma'am, paano po namin isasubmit? Well, that's very easy. You only have to take a photo of what you did, yung notebook ninyo. You only have to take a photo of your notebook with your notes, and then attach din ninyo yan dun sa i-turn in ninyo na activities. Okay? So, ayan. Let's move on to the next part of our lesson, which is the concept of write what you hear. So, this is a very important concept when it comes to shorthand writing. Off ko na yung aking camera. Okay, so nawala na yung mukha. Now, the concept of write what you hear. So, as I've said a while ago, this is our major rule when it comes to shorthand writing. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng write what you hear? So, there are instances, or it's very common in English language or English dialect, that when you say certain words, may mga words doon, ay may mga letters doon na hindi masyadong nai-stress or nabibigyan ng sound. For example, here, yung sound na or yung word na here na narinig yung here na napakinggan. So, when you say here na H-E-A-R, ano yung narinig mo? Can you say it? Can you say the word here? Now, when you say here, ano yung narinig mo na letters that were made out or that were pronounced dun sa pagsabi mo ng salitang here? So, we have h, we have E, and we have R. So, ano yung natanggal doon? Yung letter A. So, write what you hear. Now, kapag i-stroke mo or isusulat mo yung here doon sa shorthand writing, uses shorthand writing, matatanggal yung letter A. Ang isusulat mo lang doon is yung stroke for letter H, letter E, and letter R. Here. The same is true with her. So, yung here and yung her, meron siyang the same stroke. Or no, let's remove her kasi I think her has what do you call this, brief form. Let's say here na H-E-A-R and here na H-E-R-E. Nakuha? So we have here na H-E-A-R and we have here na H-E-R-E. So when you say here, if it's not used in a sentence, you just say here. How would you identify na H-E-A-R yun or H-E-R-E? Diba? You won't be able to identify if it's not used in a sentence pag sinabi lang na here. Now, when you say here and here, parehas sila ng pronunciation. Nakukuha po ba? Do you get me? Now, parehas sila ng pronunciation, therefore, in shorthand writing, parehas sila ng stroke. Nakuha po ba? Let's say, ano pa ba yung mga terms na magkapareho? Cam, yung cam na camera, C-A-M, di ba? Cam. And then yung came. Cam and came. Yon. Though hindi sila magkaparehas ng tunog because it's come and came, pero see, look here. When you say cam na yung camera ha. So when you say cam, ano yung sounds doon? Ano yung words na may sounds doon? So the same na C-A-M or K-A-M. Diba? K. Yung C doon, it's K. So anong letter ang may sound ng K? It's not C but K. Right? K is for K, and then A is A, and then M. Parang mahirap yata, sige, saglit lang ha. Mag-open tayo ng, para makita ninyo. Mag-open tayo ng Word. So here, gawin nating malaki para, and then i-bold natin. Hindi yung bold na huhubaran ha. So we have here, yan. Let's say we have here come, and we also have came. Yan, nakikita, right? So, ang gusto kong ipakita dito, oopsie, is that, ayan, we have come and came. Masyado yatang malaki. Ayan. So, we have come and came. So, when you say come, ano ang words or ano ang sounds na nandun? You have K, you have A, and you have M. So, cam, we have K, A, and M. Cam. K, A, and M. So, same is true when you say came. Pag sinabi mong came, ano ang words or ano ang letters na meron or ano yung mga sounds na narinig mo? So, we have K, we have A, and we have M. So, came. So, here is a short A, and this E here is a long A, but they are the same A. It is the same A. Yung short A and long A, parehas na A. So, nakikita ba ninyo? So, yung came and cam, meron silang the same na stroke. Parehas sila ng stroke. So, ito yung sinasabi natin na you write what you hear. So, though you know that came is ganito yung, tama ba yung aking spelling? Bakit parang wrong? So, if you see here, yung came na yan, diba, sa spelling natin, you put C-A-M-E. But, in shorthand writing, you only write what you hear. And wala namang E doon sa last. Hindi naman keme yan. Hindi naman keme. Right? Hindi naman hindi naman pronounce yung sa last. So, since hindi siya na-pronounce, hindi mo na kailangang isulat yung Nakukuha po ba? So, only those letters that you hear when saying a word is what you're going to write in shorthand writing. Kaya siya tinatawag na write what you hear and not as the word is spelled. And this is why ito yung rason kung bakit nagiging mabilis ang pagsusulat ng shorthand writing compared to writing in layman's understanding or long term or longhand. Longhand kasi yung tawag, 'di ba, dito. So ito came na to, longhand 'yan. Itong come na 'yan, that's going to be a shorthand, but not in letters. Meron tayong tinatawag na strokes. Anyway, napakita dun sa first lesson ninyo yung mga examples, right? So now, papakita ko sa inyo yung ilang samples natin ng write what you hear na concept. So first, we have name. See, name. We have N-A-M. Bakit? Walang E. Walang E. Hindi naman name yan. Hindi name. It's name. It's N-A-M. Name. Next, write. Though it has G and H, silent yung mga yan. G-H, wala yang sound. Write nga, di ba? When you say write, it's R-I-T. Write. Next, navy. 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 Hindi siya navy. It's nave. Ang arte nila, no? Okay, next we have stay. Stay. Walang sound po kasi ang Y. So, ilinawin ko lang. Walang stroke ang letter Y. It's either E or none. Tulad ng stay. When you say stay, hindi mo naman pronounce yung Y doon. Di ba? Hindi mo maririnig yung Y doon. Ang nandyan is S-T-A. Stay. S-T-A. Stay. So, yun lang yung narinig natin. Now, face. The same is true with face. Hindi mo naman sinabing face. No, it's face. It's F-A-S. Face. Tama? Phone. Phone. Though you spell phone with P, but when you say it, when you pronounce it, you pronounce PH as F. Therefore, when you're going to transcribe it in shorthand writing, it's going to be F-O-N. Phone. So, magiging F yung stroke na gagamitin mo. Next, snow. Snow. Though snow has W at the last, hindi mo naman siya pronounce. Ang narinig mo lang, snow is S-N-O. Snow. Tama? Next, safe. When you say safe, what you hear is S-A-F. Safe. Age. A-J. Right? A-J. Now, what letter has the J sound? It's letter J. Therefore, what you're going to stroke is not letter G, but the letter J. And yung stroke ng age na A-G-E, when you transcribe it into shorthand or steno, it would be transcribed as letter A and J. Kasi nga, you write what you hear. Same is true with the phone. Instead of writing PH, since what you hear is the sound of F, F, O, N. Ano bang letter ang may F sound? It's F. Therefore, what you're going to use na stroke is letter F. Nakukuha po ba? So, home. Next, we have home. We have H-O-M. Home. Walang sound ang letter E. Next, lead. L-E-D. Walang sound ang letter A. Lead. L-E-D. Next, large. Large. La-L-A-R-J. Anong letter ang may J sound? J sound. It's J. Kasi ang G, G sound. Nakukuha po ba ninyo? Nagiging grade 1 po tayo dito, but this is very important. Once you are able to train your ears to listen to what letters or what sound or what letter sounds did you hear, magiging madali na lang po ang pagsusulat. Next, we have copy. 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 So we have K-O-P-E. K-O-P-E. Copy. E pala. Sige, ulit natin. Copy. We have K-O-P-E. copy. Pero, hindi siya Y. We don't, as I've said, E. E ba is Y? No, it's not. It's letter E. So, therefore, what you're going to transcribe or what you're going to write is the stroke equivalent to letter E. Nakuha po ba? So, yun, yung importante, you have to learn how to analyze yung mga words. Now, for you to be able to start with this analyzing of words, kung ano yung mga nandyan na sound ng mga words, here is your activity. So, in your activity, you are given set of words. Ayan. It has 15. You have 15. You have 15 words here. And what you're going to do is to transcribe what you hear or to write the letters that you hear when you say these certain words. For example, let me do ni for you kasi ito yung medyo mahirap. When you say ni, wala namang sound ang K doon, di ba? So, what you have is N and just E. Hindi mo naman sinabing ni, ne, e. Hindi naman, right? It's ni. So, you have N and E for ni. Bakit? Ano yung explanation? Because the letters K and E are silent. Okay? So, ayan. I've already done activity number 1. I mean, 1 number for you. So, make sure to do the rest. And then, ayan, submit. Submit it, of course, on or before the deadline. So, that's it, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And thank you for watching my face. Anyway, I hope to see you in our next video. If ever that you have any question, any recommendation, or any inquiries with regards on our subject, with regards to your activities or your requirements, please feel free to PM me anytime. I will get back or I will answer your messages as soon as I can. And ayan, if ever na kailangan talaga ninyo ng face-to-face, inuulit ko po, kung kailangan ninyo ng explanation face-to-face, message me and we will schedule the time that you will come in here in the school para nang sa ganon, hindi masayang yung inyong biyahe. We have to make sure that I will be available during the time that you will come. So, ayan, that's it, everyone. Thank you, good day, and God bless.